What's up my peoples, and it's Leo here today. Before I look at all of the vintage Beast Wars figures I've collected now, right here, this is not one of them, this is the Kingdom Rhinox. I'm going to show you what modern Beast Wars figures are like. Very realistic. Got some kibble, but not but all Beast modes will have kibble, even the masterpieces. Very nice little proportion, nice texturing. Sometimes. And they look pretty good. But now let's get to the real vintage. Megatron, can you stop snorting the ground? Sorry guys, my camera quit there. My camera decided to quit life on me. Why? It's a £400 phone. Why does it keep quitting life on me? Anyway, mid-range. So taking a look at Megatron's head, I like this a lot. And it's a water gun, but the pins have gotten rusty from me using it. So now it sounds like that. Now the difference between this and the reissue, there's really not much of a difference. Even the box is the same. Just this one has a much more show accurate colour scheme. The head is black. And it was sort of a greyish purple. Well, on this figure, not on this figure, the original. Yeah, on the original it was a greyish purple as opposed to this sort of magenta we have here. Got all of that. The only kibble in this beast mode. Megatron figures are blessed. Blessed. I'm like some cringy movie American kid from the 90s. Anyways, articulation, you can do that. But if you want to just rip it straight out, you can open it a little, but it will just shut. Try make them rusting the pin, it will still work. But it will mean that you can get the mouth to stay open. All your into the arms will do. Then get a little bit of inward, so it's more of a swivel. And the legs, so you can get in and out and falling back, but it kind of breaks the sculpt. Getting knee joint, toes can pivot, and that's basically it. Okay, so now let's get down to the transformation. Okay, come here, take these pieces that look like breasts. That her down, just pry him open. Here's the shell former. Open him up and boom, entire armature. Also, last these one will be stop stealing all the space. They've been replaced by the new age one will be, but that doesn't mean you can be angry at me. There we go. Now you can just lift up his noggin, which I did actually paint silver to look more like the original. Close that back up for now. Shift down the T-Rex head, unpeg these panels, and that just normally he really wants to move. That's not up to him. What's wrong, legs? That up, bring that in. Is it because it says robust? And let's bring back the T-Rex arms. Take the legs, bring them down, rotate at the knee. These Wars figures seem to be more durable because they don't use clear. We all know clear. Open up the user mask, and there is Megatron in robot mode. And he looks really cool. Once again, I painted his head, but I'll be sure to just post an image of what he should look like. Scandman. Oh, it's because I missed a step. Before that, his heels. Day. There's you got the claw. No hand, but Yeah, also I like to just collapse this in, saves you so much time. But it likes to do that. Got the legs, looks pretty good. The back is just T-Rex. He's sort of a chauffeur, but stay. I'm starting to get angry. So yeah, now from articulation, get a ball joint head, more movement if you put on mutant mask, up and down, side to side. Soft right to the arms, in and out. Swivel, bend, do that, open this claw. Now this is supposed to be a game where you push the trigger. Lion King with the gears messed up. Bear on his arm, swivel, in and out, rotation, bend, and if you make it get stuck, Decepticons. Oh my jaw's gone limp. And not Decepticons, Predacons. Predacons. The legs. Oh, I never knew this. He has a waist swivel. I never knew this. This would have been so useful when I'm trying to pose him. Right, so the legs go forward, back, in and out, restricted by that. Knee swivel, knee bend, toe pivot, and that's basically it. Now it is supposed to cause missiles for here. I lost them. So there's Megatron. I'm going to give all these figures an out of 10 rating, get out of the way, Mixmaster. That's myself. I give him a 8 out of 10. Now next, we'll deal with our other Predacon friends. Dinobot. Now this is the Transmetal version. The original was just so hard to find. So yeah, I have the Transmetal version here. Let's get a good look. There's a Megatron. I also had a look at them in Transformers Marathon, but I'm doing a more detailed look here. Got some metallic paint. All these Transmetal figures had that. Well, it does chip over time, especially since this thing's like 30 years old now. That's head. The legs become his arms. Legs, I like to chicken leg him just because I'm a Bayformers fan. Ignore the intense amount of Bumblebee figures. Also, phone case. So yeah. And the tail, made of a really bendy plastic. So once again, I did a double. Wax you in the eye. So yeah. Articulation, swivel at the head, up and down, jaw movement, ball jointed arms, a bend, another bend. That's mainly for Raptor mode. And you get a claw. Here you can't move his hips, but you can move his knees. Ball joints, you get a hinge joint here, hinge joint here, and what's weird? This toe is on a hinge, but it's stopped by these tubes. Not tubes. Also, I've seen images of him with tubes on his arms. I swear, if this thing's so rare and it came in complete. Anyways. Transformation. Got it. Pop out these. Remove his tail. Parts for me is nothing your Dinobot figure, so just lift up, shift that in, you get a really weird looking head. Bring all of this around. The transformation's kind of a mess, not gonna lie. Clearance issue here. Finger got stuck. Peg it into the back. Bring it up. straighten out his arms, straighten out the feet. Like that. Once that done, here he is in robot mode. I'll raise the camera. And he looks really cool. Now, he has yellowed, unfortunately, but I can fix that with hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, good looking at his face. I'm not sure I like his face that much. I don't know, compared to his on-screen appearance, it looks a bit like a double chin. Basically what I can do. The arms, creepy, legs, chest. Open this up and you get clear purple piece. And that. Now I said in the Megatron part, no clear plastic on these figures. And before you start going, but Leo, you just said no clear plastic. There's no clear plastic. I mean as joints. I'm fine with clear plastic, but not when it's on a joint. Why? Be I love you. And even masterpieces suffer from it. They used to, and they still do now. That's cracked. So mad. Because this is such a good Bumblebee. Anyways, yes. Oh, and the back. It's got some panels. Posability, swivel the head. Let's see it. Also, in my marathon, I mentioned to bring these out. I actually think it looks better like that. So, you have ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, dynamo hinge, you can move fingers, no waist joint, but you do get an arm crunch. That's sweet. Ball jointed hips, no form of swivel. Knee bend. I'm so sorry about the counter in the back. I'm going to shut my door. My mom is addicted to Encanto. That's better. Like, I've done the legs. And the toes. Just get a pivot. And this forward and back joint. Overall, 7 out of 10. Or 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. Because he is a point lower than Megatron, but it's also brought down by 0.5 by the fact that the tail is rather useless. Yeah. Like, parts forming. I don't mind it. Birds got to fly, fish got to swim, and parts forming will always be a thing on Transformers figures. But when I hate it when you can't use the part that you parts form. So that's unfortunate. Goodbye, Dinobot. Next, we have basic class Rattrap. Really low the camera. Oh, he is tiny. As you can see, head, that just looks strange. My mode's alright, I like the fur detail, but it's just the head. And the bottom, you can pretty much see everything that's going on. Not much to this figure. Posability, jointed feet on all fours, and you can move the tail. So this guy's really quick. Transformation. Do all that good stuff. Unbag his hands, and he suffers from what I call Revenge of the Fallen Leader Jetfire Syndrome. Well, this came before that, so should it be Core Class Rattrap Syndrome? I mean, not Core Class, Basic Class. Whatever. Where the legs do nothing in the alternate mode, which means he's very top heavy. I mean, he's solid sometimes. But yeah. No, his weapon, it's stored. Mine only came with half of the gun. I'll show a photo of what it should look like. Anyways, yeah. So that just plays into the hand. If I had the extra component, that would slot on top of the base. So overall, 7 out of 10. Just because basic class, I guess. Next we have one of my favourites of the bunch. So what this is from my new HB review. We have Cheetor. Now I absolutely love this thing, and it's even more fun than the Kingdom figure. Go look at the head, some pupils, Kingdom, and green eyes, Kingdom. And this one is a bit chunkier, but I don't mind. You get this. Even the masterpiece had that hanging off the back of the legs. The bottom, clean. You can see the mutant mask. Possibility, he's a deluxe, so it's not much. You can move that, you control that, you can bend that, and that's it. Oh, and his tail moves a bit. So yeah, pretty good beast mode, but it's about to get better. Move that, and now everything that's parts from has a purpose Dinobot. And just move that down. So part his toesy woesies. I forgot to mention on Dinobots, if you don't want to just leave this tail redundant, there is a fix. Plug it up his arse. I mean butt. Okay, I cut that out. Yeah, I'm just gonna plug it up his butt. And then you have him with a tail. We've seen every Dinobot do that. That is Cheetor. This is about Cheetor. So anyways, bring down these. Rotate the waist. So that. Then just remove this out. Bring down the crotch plate. Bring down, bring the arms down. Also, I have my family saying, "Why'd you call your last video that, Leo?" Most of my viewers are age over 50, so I might as well make it appropriate for them too. Instead of my LTO2 review, I tried to have muscle clap under my breath. And now I realise it's not even a sweat. Thomas Crap has invented the toilet. And here he is in robot mode. And look at the camera a little bit. It's not bad. Take a look at the head. Not great, but gets the job done. Bleh. 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 Anyways, you get the chest. His arms. Back. Overall, pretty good. But the chest, that's just big. It's one of those things where you can't even reach around his own stomach. I remember Cheetor being slender, not morbidly obese. Anyway. Articulation, get yourself over the head. Bah! 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 Anyways, yeah. Butterflies on it, that's cool. All on here. Also, the Cheetor head does not lock in. Yeah, you get biceps of all. Great elbow bend, transformation. Waist. Legs can kick forward, back. Also, you can move this out. Thighs roll, as well as knee swivel. These rolls are kind of where a ball joint went to a revolutionary. knee bend, and you get toe pivot. And there's an incorporation of his weapons. Just fold that around to get a butt blaster, and this is his gut blaster. You got the gut and you got the butt. Poo. And there's Cheetor holding poop in both of his hands, ready for battle. Ah, that's better. But now we have one that I'm a bit on the fence about. Rhinox. Also, I forgot to read Cheetor. 8 out of 10. Rhinox here is a special. So about that just scared the living crap out of me. Anyways, the head, it looks like a baby rhino. He looks like a baby. The proportions are way off. And the reason I like Kingdom Rhinox is because he's the biggest improvement out of all of these. If he will stand properly, you can see how wrong the proportions are here. And it's not even Beast Wars accurate, and the colours are way off. This, which isn't going for Beast Wars accuracy, is more Beast Wars accurate than this film, which is going for Beast Wars accuracy. So yeah, got his tiny legs. And the bottom is clearly just him with his legs in a weird position. I accidentally stop instead of flips anyways. He's basically this with his knees in a weird position. So yeah, articulation, there. Don't reveal the mutant mask, the really weird mutant mask. Anyways, get swivel, and these legs are a ball joint as well as a hinge joint. So there you have that. Now mine didn't come with any accessories, so he's got this big butt crack. He should have had little Philip there to become a stick. Didn't get his Gatling guns either. Mine is incomplete, but to be honest, he looks bad enough in movement mode. Anyways, transformation, straighten out the legs, rotate them at the knee, rotate that. And then you can just bring down his skirt. Also, what the hell is that? Blech. Mine came like it and I've had it for like a year now. He's bringing down his arms. And why make the back filled out but not the front? Eh? Anyways, yeah, and you just got the vinyl legs hanging off. Now his crotch. Bring down that, shift that back, bring down these pieces, open up the mutant mask, and at this point you'll be scratching your head and be wondering, that's it? Well, I do not deceive you. I have followed reviews to the pixels, and this is the end result. Hold on. So anyways, taking a look at the head, besides the eyes and mouth, no paint. He has Studio Series Rattrap syndrome. Let's go get him. Also, I did paint my back to it. But basically, originally, everything except the eyes and mouth was silver. You can kind of tell it's sort of dark silver what I've painted. Me, when I realised I sacrificed my figure and then there's a premium finished version. That's what I get. Anyways, the arms, once again, why are the fronts hollow and not the back? The drill just scared me again. And you've got just this hanging off it. Couldn't have even swung to the back. I mean, it can, but that just looks crap. And the torso, It's alright, but completely inaccurate. And then you've got the legs. The legs themselves are okay, but what is this? But it is removable. Let's hit the friction joint, not the ball joint. Yep, that happened again. These pieces are easy enough to remove. But then without the kibble, he looks too skinny. As you can see. So, really, I reckon that they should have just completely retooled this figure. Because some of the other Beast Wars designs are Optimus Primal. They were in some ways better than their Masterpiece counterparts that came decades later. Hold on, I'll be right back. Boomsticks! Here we go, we have Kibble Rhinox. And articulation, you get sort of the head, sort of the shoulders, in and out. Ball jointed elbows. The waist joint, ball jointed hips, knee swatters. Yep, just knee swatter, no thigh swatter. Again, knee bend, toe pivot and heel pivot. So the articulation too is compromised by the really finicky kibble. And he's top heavy. He doesn't suffer for omega class jet flyer syndrome, but he's still very top heavy. So overall, I'm going to give him a 6. Because he's actually really fun to mess with. Oh, and can't pig together. Now finally, for what I would say is probably the best one of them all. Move out of the way. We have big old Harambe here. Got the face. Now, I got into a bit of a tricky situation with this figure. I thought that this was going to be the reissue, but I accidentally got my hands on a sealed, yes, sealed, vintage one. Completely sealed. And it came with all of his weapons. I just kept them in the box, couldn't risk losing them. It's just too big for coincidence. Anyway, taking a look at the head. It's not accurate, but I like it more than the reissue's head. That thing looks freaking terrifying. Got his arms. Got some kibble, but yeah. Oh, and that butt. Masterpiece Optimus, take notes. And the bottom, Masterpiece Optimus, take notes. And by that, I mean Optimus Primal. Sorry about that. Spring and a mathematic. Anyways, so into articulation. Get swivel here, in and out. Swivel, elbow bend, wall joint, hinge joint. Now there is yet another broken gimmick on mine. Why do the ultra classes have to let me down? Oh shoot, I just dropped Masterpiece B. Be careful with this thing. You will still gotta be careful because you're clear, but not as much as Masterpiece. Bring down this. Oh, the camera's on, so now it wants to work. Gorilla Rage. He beats his chest. I clicked home again. iPhones, I kinda miss the fact that that you have to swipe, and there's not just a constant button that reacts so much. Just poke it. And then nearly the elephant pack, the drum. Well, stupid songs. I'm not gonna let them infiltrate my videos. So let's get down to transformation. Bring that down. This is the only thing holding it on. It's designed clever. It normally doesn't fight me, but now it wants to fight me. There. Flip that arm. Bring it down. Take the arm. Bring it down. Bring it up. Swivel. Do the same here. Legs extend. That. Fold that around. Bring down the feet. Rotate the waist. He's a big guy, even bigger than Megatron, which he shouldn't be. I should really extend my tripod to fit him. And then just fix his head. And there you go. There you have the Beast Wars Ultra Class Optimus Primal in robot mode, and it looks pretty darn good. It's inaccurate, sure, but I don't care. And in some ways, this is better than the Masterpiece. Well, no, not the Masterpiece. The Kingdom. Yeah, Kingdom. Oh, I just realised there's another Beast configuration. I forgot to show you guys. And boom. Get down to the ground. You might know Beast Wars Optimus Primal stood up a lot. You can actually do that with this guy. It's just not very well executed. Straight down such robot armatures do that. Stand. This never normally happens. I'm going to have to call in his robot toes as support. Just for the sake of the video. Stand it, and this, I do not like that. You expose tons of robot stuff. His head can't move. I mean, you can do that. But then you get that. So swivel. I just keep him in all fours. Bam. Bada boom, bada boom, bada bang. Stand. And they have Optimus Primal in robot mode. And yeah, the head's inaccurate, the chest is inaccurate, but pretty darn good looking. It's got the mouth plate, but that's inaccurate. Also, you can become an ant, or a bat, or any other kind of insect. I don't care. Also, I am not controlling the fact that it is slowly rotating away from Optimus Primal. There's another dial somewhere. Right. Just not accurate, but it looks good. Got his arms, crotch, legs. He does have a big chunk on his back though. Articulation, movement at the head, swivel, in and out, rotation, elbow bend, swivel, ball joint, in and out, swivel, knee bend, toe bend, heel bend. And God, why is my tripod so annoying? Yeah. Good, done. So yeah, I'll give him an 8.5 out of 10. So my camera's slowly drifting away, so that was my review of all my vintage Beast Wars figures. Leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to keep them in view before the end of the video. Anyways, it's running out. And thank you all for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. Yes, I made it.